G'day guys, welcome back to Enshrouded, where I am currently looking very nice, if I may say so myself. We finally managed to complete the iron armor set, at least the one that I want. It is a bit of a mixed bag, but I think it'll do us well. Unfortunately, I've started the episode as it's getting dark here, so I'm gonna have to have a sleep very soon. But I'll tell you what, guys, I know this is something like episode maybe 84 or something along those lines. Anyway, it feels like one additional episode to me, and the reason why I say that is because I in fact did record before this, and I spent about an hour recording, so technically that's another episode, but I ended up deleting that footage because I literally went back to the elixir well, and I didn't really get too far, aside from discovering the entrance of where we need to go to find the Shroud route. I'm just sort of admiring the twilight in this game. It is quite beautiful. I do like the fact that we've got, you know, dynamic weather and stuff like that, but it doesn't really happen very often, does it? I mean, sometimes it's cloudy and, you know, that's not really too much of a difference, but I do like when it rains because that's, you know, a bit of a different experience. Unlike a game like Valheim, which I'm sure a lot of players do compare with, you know, it does seem a little bit tame though. Like, I haven't really seen like a really huge storm or anything like that, but anyway, we are now in the morning, so we can get going with what we want to do. And yeah, as I said, I ended up deleting the episode that I recorded because it would have been quite boring for you guys just seeing me try to figure out where I needed to go to try and get to that Shroud route. And I finally know where to go, so I'll be able to show you guys where that is. So if you're finding it difficult to try and find the Shroud route here in the Kindlewastes, I don't even know if there's a town name here, but I'm sure there are other elixir wells. Are there other elixir wells in the Kindlewastes? Yes, there's another one in the northern section, but the southern one, I assume there's only one southern elixir well. But if you're having trouble trying to find the Shroud route, then this is the video for you, because I should be able to show you where it is quite quickly. So I have taken the liberty of playing a little bit before getting started with this episode, and you can see here all of the work that I've done. So I've done a little bit of digging, and if you sort of recall the previous episode, I sort of died in there because I couldn't get myself back out. And I did use explosives to try and, you know, get into this well, and I do not recommend that because if you dig very carefully, you can actually dig in a way where you create a bit of a pathway for yourself to try and get in and out. And I guarantee you that you're going to need a bit of that because, you know, this place is a bit of a maze, especially if you're planning to, you know, try to get all of the things, all of the loot, which I'm not really going to bother with because I am sick of this place, to be honest. I just want to get the Shroud route cut and be done with it. So let's do that. So the best way to find the Shroud route, I find, is to actually follow this main pathway over here. I know I've just, like, taken a bit of a detour, but I just wanted to show you guys. So if you come down, there'll be, you know, a couple of bug nests that I do recommend just dealing with very quickly, and you should be able to sort of continue on this pathway down here. I mean, I've destroyed absolutely everything, so, you know, you're not really going to be able to see any enemies, but there's another couple of explosive critters here which you might want to, you know, keep an eye out on, as they will unburrow themselves when you get close enough. And once you're out this way, look, you know, there's all sorts of stuff you can do here, and there's a lot of loot, but what you want to do is to focus on going left from here. There are a couple of, what do you call them, like witches, I guess? Those flying enemies that sort of shoot out projectile spirit things. Anyway, I would recommend you just, like, you know, take your time and, you know, deal with those two first. There's also a wyvern here, or an enshrouded wyvern. You want to kill that as well before proceeding. But once you've gotten to this point, you can actually see the pathway underneath you. So, and it is really the rubble. So there are plenty of like pathways that have rubble. So bringing explosives definitely helps in certain areas. But the pathway that you want to look for is this one that has explosive barrels sort of half buried in it. So the way to get there is really to just jump down, quite simply, and then there's actually a pathway right here. So yeah, very well hidden away. I will give credit where it's due to the devs, because they definitely hid this really, really well. What I haven't really done is I haven't really explored down here. I don't even know if there's anything down here. I mean, yeah, there looks like there could be something around here. Okay, there you go. There's a chest. Hopefully it doesn't need a key. Okay, right. It does need a key. Well, that's alright. I'm not going to worry about it because I don't have any metal scraps on me or anything like that. But the most important thing is trying to get through here, so let's do it. Guys, I've spent hours and hours looking for the pathway, guys, and I've finally figured it out. And yeah, there's the shroud route there. From here on out, I have not really experienced this area. So, oh my god. Is that... Oh, that's one of those boss enemies, maybe. Yeah, I was sort of dreading having to fight some kind of a boss, but it looks like that is definitely the case here. As far as I remember, just closing the distance is probably the best thing to do against a fell sickle scythe. If I can actually position myself correctly. I want him to sort of get closer to us. Yeah, there. It's a decent spot. Maybe? Ooh, that was a lot of damage. Yeah, the terrain can be a bit of an issue here, trying to, you know, fight this guy. There we go. Alright, okay, that wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. Ooh, got another weapon there. I did pick up another weapon when I did my recording previously, the one that I deleted, which was also a pretty good weapon, but I ended up just getting rid of that. Let me see. Nova. This is actually even better than what I've found previously, and this is a level 31. This is level 30. This might be even better than what we have equipped as our primary currently, so I might see if I can make use of that. Alright. Sorry about that, guys. Had to cut a little bit there. Had to step away for a moment. But back we go. Trying to reach this Shroud route. I don't think there's really anything that's going to be too difficult to face off against. Except for maybe that witch back there in the background. Yeah. I think that was a really good move to just kite the boss away. Because, yeah, it's obviously a lot harder to deal with it when everything else is trying to kill you as well. These witches are no slouch either. They can be a bit difficult to deal with. I can't tell you how many arrows I've had to make these last, let's say, couple of episodes or a couple of recording attempts. Because, yeah, I feel like I've wasted so many arrows. And I am going to need to make some more at this point. So let's hope that there are no more surprises around here. Though I'm not sure how to get up there. Perhaps maybe something from back here. Do I need to dig myself up there? I'm just trying to see if there are pathways, but I'm not seeing anything super obvious unless I may have missed something from back here. Oh yeah, there's a pathway up this way. Ooh, and gold chest. Thank you very much. Yeah, I mean, I'll take them and I'll stash them away. I don't know if I'm a big fan of how this one looks, to be honest, but... Anyway. 30 seconds. Goodness me. Just in the nick of time. Wow. What a pain in the bum that was. I do have 5 skill points, so I might actually just spend a bit of time now looking at our skill points and just, you know, buffing ourselves a little bit more. So I did want to try and get this grounding hook, and then the giant slayer hook, which we already have. I guess we haven't come across large enemies just yet, so that hasn't really come up as an option. But the grounding hook might be very useful against those wyverns, so let's quickly unlock that. Now I've got 3 more skill points to spend. I'm looking for strength, so let's go with more strength. This is constitution, which is not bad. I could, you know, be a bit more tanky, more constitution here. When there are 3 or more enemies within 20 meters, you suffer 10% less physical damage. When there are, hang on, 3 or more enemies within 20 meters, you suffer 15% less magical damage. Interesting. I don't mind this because it's going to give us access to more strength. Earth aura. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure if there's really much more strength to be had elsewhere, to be honest. So, if we do have more skill points, I'll try and invest this way to get a couple more strength. I'm not really all for Nemesis, because I feel like this is designed for multiplayer mostly. But the Earth Aura might not be a bad option. And yeah, if we don't really have access to more strength, like this backstab damage might not be a bad idea. I could get that immediately, but Yeah. Anyway, that's the plan, so I'll save the other skill points for now. Let's make our way back, and really, what I want to try and get done moving forward is to do a really hard pivot into, I guess, building and decorating a little bit more, because we've been neglecting that. As you can see, I've got plenty of flax growing right now, and I've been preparing like hell for flax, fabric, and linen. So if we do have a bit more of a need for that, then we should be ready for it. But another thing that I spent a lot of time preparing for is this next thing that we're doing, which is Balthazar's room, and let me just quickly stash this in there. I've got a whole bunch of other stuff to stash as well, but I did want to just quickly show you all the things that I've made in preparation for Balthazar's room. Now, tempting to just carry a lot of this stuff with me right now so that we can place it down immediately, but I think I do want to focus on a few things before we even pick up all of that. And that is the production stations that, you know, are related to Balthazar's work, you know, like research stations, potion making stations, etc., etc. So that's what we'll focus on initially. And I've been preparing, you know, things like bronze and stuff for it. So hopefully we'll be able to make stuff pretty easily. But we'll see how we go. And I've got a bit of scrap here. I wonder if I can just, like, quickly make some lockpicks. Maybe I'll just stock, like, 10 lockpicks on me. And there are certain things here which I don't think I really want to keep. Or at least, I don't need to keep too many of it. Got feathers. Yeah, okay. And sickle scythe heads. This mycelium, I'm not sure if we're going to have a need for it for something else. Maybe I'll keep a little bit of it. Yeah. Might delete the rest, to be honest. And yeah, I do need to make some more arrows, I feel. So we'll get onto that. Stash that. So we've got a couple of them now. For whatever reason we might need them for. Let's have a chat with Athelin first. I think we'll get the arrows out of the way initially. Alright. And yeah, I will use the iron arrows because, you know, look, we've got plenty of iron bars. Well, I say plenty of iron bars. I say that, I mean, I'm counting my eggs before they hatch. Is that the right term? I have a lot of iron ore here, so I might as well switch things up and start making more iron ore. I've got plenty of tin ready to be converted into more bronze, but I think I've got bronze in storage as well. So we'll wait for more iron bars. Actually, do I have some iron bars here? Yes, I do have some iron bars, so I might be able to just, you know, make a couple more batches of arrows. That should at least, you know, secure our ability to continue killing things from afar, or kiting things.
Pierce the heart.
Poisoned iron arrow. Okay, that looks kind of interesting as well, doesn't it? Like, I won't go too crazy. What's the difference in damage? You only get 25 for a similar amount of ingredients, I think. Oh, you need the iron arrows to be made first, and then you would make it with poison sacks and sulfur. That's not a bad idea, maybe. Maybe we just go with this. Yeah, look, I'm happy with that. I'll live with 150 iron arrows. Hopefully we'll be able to kill things pretty quickly with them. The trouble is, I keep missing my shots as well. I keep wasting a lot of arrows. Alright, and do I want to do anything else, like with the flax, for instance? I mean, I could, you know, work on getting even more flax grown while we do all of the other work that we want to do. So bear with me, guys. So there's obviously a few bits and pieces here which I think we could try and do. I'm thinking of doing like another well at some point as well, so if we have a couple of wells in this place, we should be able to ramp up our water production. Alright, let's try and get this done quickly. You know, I was sort of having a think of quality of life improvements for this game, and I'm wondering whether or not the devs might consider including something like blueprints. I know blueprints are a mechanic that is often used in games such as this. I know, like for example, Factorio? Was it Factorio or... no, maybe not Factorio. I'm thinking of Satisfactory, actually. I think Satisfactory uses a blueprint mechanic where, you know, if you've got certain builds that you're happy with and you want to replicate for whatever reason, you can create a blueprint, and as long as you've got all the materials for it, you can plop it down pretty easily. And using those blueprints, you should still be able to sort of then, like, make smaller edits when you need to. Alright, I am pretty happy with that. Let's throw the rest back. And yeah, let's refocus. So one of the things I want to make is this, the laboratory, and then I also want to make a alchemy station. Now, you might be wondering, why don't I just like take these and place them into Balthazar's room? Well, I thought about that, but then I didn't like the idea of having to go to Balthazar's room every single time I needed to craft something. So I might actually keep a space where I have all of the production stations together, and that will be our primary place to make stuff. But I want to make, you know, additional ones just for decorative purposes, if that makes sense. So anyway, let's figure out what we need. So I think I do need to have a chat with Balthazar about it. So we want production places. Do we want to maybe start with the alchemy station? I think so. A cauldron is, I think, something that I will need to make from... yeah, from Oswald, I think. Yeah, we just need metal sheets, so that's very easy. And then I need some fried brick, which I do have a little bit, so... and then all of the other ingredients I believe I have, so... oh, actually, I need a little bit more And actually, I did just make the cauldron, unless maybe I just need to move the cauldron here.
You need my services?
Why am I not able to get another cauldron? Hang on a second. I didn't get the cauldron, did I? I got the kettle. My bad. Cauldron. Where do I get the cauldron from?
Greetings, Flameborn.
Not from him. But I am going to need an Athanor to make the other production station, the laboratory. Ah, here. This is the cauldron. My goodness. 15 bone meal. Which I believe I have. Let's just grab that. Alright, so we should be able to get this. Yeah, my goodness, that kettle and the cauldron looked so similar. Alright, so there we go. Now we should be able to get
the birds sing sweetly.
The alchemy station. Oh, we've ran out of copper bars. Okay.
Fire in your veins,
well, I've got some in here, right?
Hello there.
Alchemy station. Perfect. Okay. So now that that's done, the next thing is we need the laboratory. So we need the Athanor, the scientific instruments. Scientific instruments. I guess that's maybe the first thing we should make. But the Athanor... Yeah, okay, we just need some clay. Which I think I do have a bit of clay, so just grab that. And...
Glad to help.
Do I have everything that I need? Oh no, I need the Athanor, that's right. So... Need some bronze. Alright. I... may not have the bronze required. Let me just wait for the iron bars to complete, and then we should be able to switch to bronze. Yeah, a few more seconds. Alright, so bronze. But yeah, since we've got what we want, we should start placing things down. I think we could use a decorative kettle in his room as well. And in fact, I was thinking of making some more scientific instruments as well. So perhaps maybe I need 2 scientific instruments. Let's see if I can make another one.
Is its own magic.
Okay, I need more bronze bars for that. I guess maybe we've ran out of bronze bars because of that. Let me just double check on what we have here. Iron. Yeah, I got bronze. Some more tin. I might throw the ores into the smelter for when we need them. Alright. So in another 4 minutes or so, we should be able to check back to see how our bronze production is going. In the meantime, I'm just going to throw some more ingredients here to make more linen. We've got more fabric already ready. I'll just convert the flax into linen initially. And then I'll make a decision on how I'm going to split that.
Hey, hey!
Alright. Now, while we're waiting for the smelting, as I said, there have been quite a few things that we've prepared. Not in here, sorry. In here. One of the things is more candles, because the rooms are actually a little dark, so I feel like maybe a ton more candles in maybe even every room is actually in order, so I'll try and light things up a little bit more. In addition to that, there is also, in my mind, just a bit of a plan that I have to have a hidden door. And I feel like a hidden door would be kind of cool to then give access to or hide a bit of a library or a personal library for Balthazar. So that's what I'm kind of thinking, but I'm not entirely sure if we'll be able to achieve it. I'm just trying to remember who makes the doors. I think it's probably Cade. Just need to try and find these hidden doors. Yeah, here we go. I'm just trying to remember what we need for that. Okay, we need a whole bunch of paper as well. So secret bookshelf, we just need crude wooden cabinet, which I have. I just need a bit more string and that paper. So string should be pretty easy. I'll make a whole bunch more string, because that'll be useful for candles and stuff. And then the paper, which I have started to produce, and this is actually needing quite a lot of ammonia glands, so I'm very keen on trying to look for more ammonia glands when we get the chance. So I've got plenty of paper now. I might actually take a lot of that out, and I'll transfer all of that to our storage. Yeah, over here. Okay. Let's wake him back up and let's get what we need.
You need my help?
Yeah, I reckon this one, the nicer looking one. So let's get one of those.
See you later.
And yeah, let's start planning for how this room is going to look. So first things first is I just want a bit more lighting everywhere. Yeah, maybe that's enough initially. I think I'll temporarily move that, and I might temporarily move this as well to this side, because I need to make a decision on where to place this big boy here. And, you know, this has obviously a fire burning under it, which means that it would make a lot of sense for there to be some kind of a chimney in this area, just to, you know, create the illusion that we're extracting, you know, dangerous fumes and stuff like that, and making sure that that the area is properly de-smoked, fumigated, maybe. I'm just trying to think though if there's a... like if there's an argument to be made to create like a bit of a dent in the wall for an additional chimney. I'm gonna borrow Cade's bed. Okay, let's get out there and let me just check on how we could do things. Alright, so the issue I think that I have is it's right next to another chimney, and I don't know how I feel about, you know, having two chimneys right next to each other. Maybe the right answer is to use the other wall instead. Chimney's over there. Yeah, maybe we do the production station over this side instead. I think that makes a bit more sense. So let me just pick up the candle. And yeah, we'll have the laboratory right next to it, and then, yeah, some kind of a chimney situation going, which I think would make a lot of sense. I don't know about having it angled. I do like the idea of perhaps maybe pushing it into the wall a little bit though. I want to just quickly inspect what the laboratory looks like as well. Yeah. Okay. So perhaps maybe a little bit more work than I initially anticipated. Let me grab the candle. Let's just light things up a little more. And yeah, we might need to start work here on carving a little section out. So there's going to be stone right behind all of this. Maybe there's a faster way. Yeah, let's remove and remove. And I'm just gonna quickly replace one section of that. There. Though I sort of want to get rid of that. Hopefully nothing's sort of sticking out on the other side. Okay. I think that looks good. And I just want to also place down like bookshelves or the secret door. I don't know how this works though. Okay. It goes to the right. Yeah. So I've got to consider that. Maybe I need to move the nightstand in that case. Maybe... just over there. Should be fine. So I think I shouldn't continue with more, purely because I don't know how, you know, how long this needs to be, or how much length I need to do this for to accommodate the other workstation. What we do need to fix though is the flooring. We need a little bit more. I can't remember what material this is. Okay, it's some half-timbered block, so that should be easy to rectify. If I can actually see what I'm doing. Yeah, we might have to figure out what's going on above us as well. Again, we'll have to cross that another time. There we go. Okay. So I think, at the very least, this entire section is ready, hopefully. So let's place in... keep forgetting what it's called. The alchemy station. Sweet. And yeah, so this upper section here can be, you know, where we sort of design some kind of a newer, smaller chimney. And yeah, we need obviously a little bit more space for the laboratory. So, do we have what we need for the laboratory? I need to check on that actually. So we've got the Athanor, yeah, we just need the copper bars really. I've got some more bronze, so I should be able to start making more stuff here, particularly the scientific instruments. So 5 bronze bars for that.
Even if you know how it's done. Hello there.
We'll get that.
It's still magic.
But yeah, so I think I've got everything I need for the well, the laboratory. I just need the copper. So hopefully in about 5 minutes or so we'll be able to check back on that. But in the meantime, what can we place down? Well, got the kettle. I don't know if I want like a spare Athanor, but considering how difficult it is to sort of get the laboratory up and running, I might actually reserve this for the laboratory and we can make like a spare Athanor another time. But I might want to just grab... Oh, look at that. A lot of rain. This is actually the most amount of rain that I've seen, I feel. Can't recall if I've seen lightning and stuff, but... Oh, and we've got rain... Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, that's because there's no roof above us. I was gonna say, are we seeing the rain just simply come into buildings, but that's not the case. Right, so as you can see, I've got all sorts of like weird and wonderful things ready. I even have a spare kettle, which, yeah, in hindsight, maybe I shouldn't have made the other one. And plenty of new, like, glass-related products as well, which I'm sort of hoping to be able to decorate with and make his space look that much nicer. But anyway, here goes nothing. So we've got a table. I wonder if perhaps maybe I want to move the table, the table, in the middle, perhaps. And, you know, that way we can sort of put a whole bunch of, like, scientific equipment and all that sort of stuff there. Additionally, I do have this. This is a fossil showcase, which I thought might be kind of cool to have to, you know, simply decorate with. I don't know where I want to leave that yet, but I could leave it there initially. This table, I think this table probably goes well in the center. And, yeah, we sort of put all sorts of stuff on top of it, including this, the scientific instruments. Not enough free space. What are you talking about? Can we not put this on top of the table? Can I rotate it? Yeah, okay, right. It just doesn't like edges. Let's not snap, and... Yeah, even something like that looks pretty good to me. And then we've got all sorts of, like, vials and... you know, little intricate sort of things, details. I guess I can't put anything that's too close to the scientific equipment itself, which is a bit of a shame. Yeah, I don't know why it takes up a lot of space there. I sort of have like this special type of candle. I know this is probably more of what's his name's style, but I figure this might not be a bad thing to use as additional lighting and, you know, a bit of decoration. So I gotta make some way for, I would say, maybe some books and stuff as well. So gotta keep that in mind. I haven't exactly made books. Ooh, okay, we can put stuff on top of the fossil display as well. Putting the fossil display here does block us from being able to move around though, so perhaps maybe that's not the play. And maybe we do want to just rearrange. Maybe we want this to be still sort of in the center of the room, like so, providing light. Though it is actually still in the way, isn't it? Maybe I need to freeform it. So no snapping. And we sort of just need to place this, I don't know, there, perhaps? No, we still can't move around very well. I wonder if that's because of the scientific equipment. It might be. Oh, look at that. Alright. So scientific equipment can be moved in and around some of the other stuff that you've already put down. You sort of just need to squeeze it in there. Yeah, I think the scientific equipment was the problem. So we seem to be able to move around a little bit more. So with that in mind, I wonder if I can, like, leave some other stuff on here around it. Okay. I think maybe the best thing for us to do is to perhaps maybe decorate around where we think we're going to put the scientific equipment, and then we place the scientific equipment down, like, last, perhaps. Anyway, I feel like it might be already 5 minutes, so why don't we go back and check on our copper production there.
Greetings.
Yep, we've got the copper bars. We just need the fried brick now. So fried brick,
Stay focused.
hopefully we have 40. We do.
Whatever it is, I can enchant it.
Perfect. Alright, so let's get this in position. Or actually, I won't be able to place it in position yet, but at the very least we'll be able to know how much space it's gonna need. Okay, that much space right there. So that's good to know. I'm just trying to see if it makes sense to, yeah, do it like that. I don't know if there's a front or a back. I don't think there is. So if I do something like this, so I want sort of the sections that are giving off heat to be sort of together. That way, when we design the chimney, it doesn't have to encompass the entire 2 production stations, if that makes sense. So yeah, let's, in that case, design the wall a little bit more. Just make sure that we've got the length that we need. Yeah, okay. Cool. So that does mean that I can just simply bring this out that way, but I might actually need to grab my construction blocks. So bear with me, guys. Alright, and let's do the floor. Actually, I'll do the other side of the wall first. So we'll use these pillars. Yeah, I think that all makes sense. Let me just try and remove some of the dirt up here. Yeah, that actually helps a little bit because we're able to reveal a bit of an issue up there. So go. Yeah, there we go. Should fix things a little, and then I'm just gonna use single blocks here. Cover that all up, and yeah, do we want to address the ceiling right now? It might be a good idea to try and fix that right away. Or do I wait until I actually design the chimney? That might be better to do it that way, actually. So let's get the laboratory in. Fantastic. Alright. Cool, so he's got a bit of a wet area here. Have we given him too much space, I wonder? Perhaps maybe in the next episode we should start making some books and to start sort of populating books around the place. Obviously there should be a lot of books here, since he is a man of science? Magic? An educated man, let's just say that. Okay, so do I want a candle here? I think maybe having a candle there might not be a bad idea, but at the very least I'll light like these two sides up like that. I feel like I might need even more candles in this room and all of the other rooms, to be honest. I'll just really try and get a little bit more light in. Alright, so let's take a look at all the other stuff that we have. So when I do put the bookcase down, I'm thinking, yeah, it will definitely still be here. And that means there's going to be a pathway that way that will lead to a new room filled with books and whatnot, and that'll be essentially a private library for Balthazar. Aside from some of the other libraries that I do have planned as well. But let's actually just place down some of the other bookcases that I have planned for this space. Or do I want to start thinking about placement of this? Yeah, it doesn't seem like a bad idea. Another thing that I was sort of contemplating is whether or not I wanted to split the room in half, and that way the laboratory is sort of separated from his bedroom. I think that's also a decent idea. And maybe we could even create like an entrance to the laboratory from this living area. Whoops. How do I... I just want to grab the candle. Okay. Such an ordeal. You know, I might just immediately settle on what I just said. We should divide the space. I just want to make sure that we're giving each room enough space, you know? Yeah, and then special bookcase goes here, which should open sideways. I think maybe we can even squeeze Balthazar's bed a little bit more to the right to accommodate the movement. Place that there, and yeah, this is looking pretty good. A bit more of a squeeze, obviously, in this room, but I don't mind it. Oh, we got a little bit more soil here. I think that's a little bit of soil. Yeah, there we go. So let me just get rid of a couple more of the candles there, and now I should be able to be a bit more comfortable placing bookcases down. I feel like maybe I want like another bookcase that is exactly the same design of that one in the middle. So, or do we want like maybe this bookcase right next to it and then another one of the same design? We could do that. Though I need to get some kind of lighting organized in the middle. Yeah, I almost feel like this is maybe a little bit better in this room. sort of goes a little bit better with the display shelves. I do have a fossil, if I'm not mistaken, so I could bring the fossil in and place it down. Do that when we get the chance. What else do I have? Yeah, I made these bronze barrels. Again, they don't really have a function aside from being decorative, I think. So, might not be a bad idea to just, like, you know, leave a couple of bronze barrels there, for instance. Don't know what's in there. What else do we have? Oh yes, I did do a sink, and the reason for that is because, well, I feel like maybe Balthazar would be using quite a bit of water here. He'd probably want to wash his hands quite a bit, so we'll leave him a sink. What else do we have? Oh yeah, the spare kettle. I could put, like, the spare kettle on the table. Can I keep a spare kettle somewhere tucked away in here? I guess it's a bit of a squeeze, isn't it? Yeah, that doesn't seem like a bad idea. Yeah, maybe more candles and stuff. I feel like maybe another couple of candles up on these walls would be useful as well. Yeah, we've got more shelves. So perhaps maybe I can do like one shelf here and one shelf on the other side. I don't know what we'll keep there just yet. We'll figure it out. And we've got urns. I've got this as well, the blue globe, which kind of looks cool. I could maybe leave it here. Though, again, want to make sure that we've got plenty of space for this, scientific instruments. Yeah, tight squeeze. Like that. I think it's coming along, guys. There's obviously still quite a few things here which I would like to place down, but I'm thinking this is probably where we'll call it an episode. In the next one, I will start looking into designing this chimney that I want above this space. We'll get all of the lighting that's required as well, and yeah, a few additional knickknacks, pots of plants, and perhaps maybe we can also start thinking about how to design a secret passage to the library that we've got planned. But I think this is a pretty good place for us to stop the episode and take a bit of a break. Hope you enjoyed this one, guys. Drop me a like down below if you did. Otherwise, stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one.